Hello, everyone. A former Gophers basketball player has filed a lawsuit against a Robbinsdale police officer for allegedly using excessive force.
The incident happened last year when Melvin Newbern was stopped as he was driving back to his Robbinsdale home. Delane Cleveland joins us now with more. Delane?
Mike and Shannon, Officer Brian Sloat pulled over Newbern because he suspected that Newbern was driving while intoxicated. Minutes later, Newbern was knocked to the ground while in handcuffs and suffered a concussion. Now he's suing for $300,000.
According to the report, it's about 10 o'clock a.m. when he's pulled over.
Melvin Newbern was driving north on Victory Memorial Parkway after a trip to the doctor's office.
There's going to be some discussion outside here.
Officer Brian Sloat stopped Newbern on suspicion of drunken driving and put him through a field sobriety test.
At some point in time, Officer Sloat decides that he's going to have Mr. Newbern get into the back seat of his squad car.
Newbern's attorney, Andy Noel, showed us the squad's dash cam video and took us through every moment of the traffic stop.
This is the first attempt.
The video shows Newbern, who is 6'5" and weighs more than 300 pounds, appearing to have difficulty fitting into the back seat.
He's a soft-spoken guy. He really doesn't raise his voice throughout the entire incident other than to say, "I can't."
After 2 attempts to sit in the car, Newbern tells the officer that he can't.
Backs of squad cars are tight spaces for just about anybody. So it's clear that he was having trouble, that he wasn't just trying to be difficult.
The attorney says Sloat arrests Newbern for obstructing the legal process.
He cooperates with the frisk, so here Officer Sloat's going to check him for weapons.
Places him in handcuffs and gives him verbal warnings to get into the vehicle. After again saying he can't, Officer Sloat strikes him in the leg.
When you basically take the leg out, bad things are going to happen.
Newbern screams and falls to the ground.
The first shriek you heard was when the leg strike was delivered.
A second officer then arrives and places Newbern in the back seat.
The test that the courts and the jury will use is whether the force was objectively reasonable, given all of the circumstances. And in this case, it wasn't.
A urine test showed that Newbern was not driving under the influence that day. Meanwhile, Robbinsdale Police Chief Steve Smith wouldn't comment on the issue because the department hasn't been served with a lawsuit yet. But he did say that Brian Sloat is a veteran officer in good standing with the department. If this case goes to a jury trial, the resolution won't happen for at least another year and a half. Mike?